Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown. Dion Lewis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
We'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
7.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
34-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
And the Raiders have got him. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Raiders, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they start defensively at the 40-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Marcus Joyner there.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Hold on to the rock. That's it. You're doing shit right. I wish I could play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Saquon Barkley, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
No gain on the
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go to Barkley again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
32-yard
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10. Well, he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
New York.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jones, that's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
Wayne Gallman taking it in. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On the stop.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
from the 39. Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones caught right side. It's Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 50. Giants first down.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's Gallman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This is Gallman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Number 88, Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And now here's another interception. Duff at the 22. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game